Alright, time to show you Anno 1404 with HD high quality. So, this is the game file that I've been working for over 10 hours with, probably like maybe 15 hours almost or something. And this is how crazy it can get, dude. I started off with this little thing. Wait, no, where did I start off? No, I started off here. You'd first start off with just a dock. And you have like one ship and everything. And you need to start expanding. You need to start getting woods. You need to start making hemp, and you need to make a marketplace to start your civilization. The way this works is you start up with peasants, and you need to collect enough resources to satisfy their needs. So for them, they want fish, they want to be at next to the marketplace, so basically just have a road connected to that marketplace and be within that marketplace, or another one if it's nearby, and connected to them by the road. And they also want cider, it's shitty alcohol, but hey, they're peasants after all. And they want the church. Not this kind of, at first not this kind of church, that comes later, but like, where's the standard church? Let me try and find it like this real quick. Where's my church? Where's my goddamn church? There. Ah, there. Looks a bit like this. Only covers this much. You need to consider which building has a church and which building hasn't. Later they do want both, because they're needy motherfuckers. But yeah, once you start fulfilling all their needs, and you start getting a fair amount of peasants in, because you need a certain number of them, they will start to advance into citizens. And they also have different needs. Wait, what? Oh. For satisfaction? Oh, they don't have a tavern? What the fuck? Wait. Did I not build that? Satisfaction? Oh. Huh. Who knew? Did I totally get away with that? I totally fucking did. I never noticed that. What the fuck? Wait, no, he has it. There's a tavern here somewhere. Ah, yeah, I do have it. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was getting confused for a sec. True. I started to squeeze them in because I ran out of space. Because, fucking hell, look at my island. It's laggy even for me with the movement. So bear with me. There's legitimately hardly any space left. And if you think like there's space here, nope, it's occupied. It needs the space, it needs the wood, it needs resources. Like, those freaking farms are the worst to deal with. I can possibly squeeze a little bit more in here, but I cannot squeeze any more houses. If only more resources I can. But, like, houses, they need to be right next to these marketplaces. Otherwise they're gonna flip out and start burning shit. Yeah, so once you get from citizens, because they will have more needs. They have pretty much the same needs as a peasant, but just more. Like, you can see they start to want spices, and the only way to get spices is by starting to go into the Orient, so into like these desert islands. And you will need to start building a small civilization there. And you'll have, first of all, just normal nomads. They want their standard shit as well. It's a bit different. They also have different building plans. And you can only get these by pleasing this old Gandhi guy. And the only way to please him is like, you go to like this guy, for example, and you buy like all these scrolls. Like, you just buy a crap ton of these. And then you just put them in the ship and you give it to him, and then he's gonna be a little bit happy, and then he's just gonna give you a little bit, and then you need to do that a lot of times, and you can only do that if you have enough honor up here. The amount of honor shows you how much you can buy, and you kind of need to go at least to the third stage to do a fair amount on here. I mean, it's fine to be just within the first two stages, but They fucking have their needs. They are greedy motherfuckers. Look at these nomads, and they have 5 needs.
Your remarkable performance must be rewarded.
500 tons of glass? Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, random achievements. That happens. I don't know what the gems do. Don't ask me. But yeah, different islands, different rules. On this island, for example, I can only get these resources. I cannot get any other resources. And the thing is, you have to respect that. Like here, for example, in my home city, my hometown, I can only get like cider, hemp, and crop. Or grain. Yeah, my bad. Crop farms, but it's grain. Those are the only 3 that I can get here. And the thing is, the question mark here is, I can add a 4th resource if I wanted to. I can basically like buy seeds from another guy, usually just this guy. You see, like I can buy like hemp seeds, or I can buy cider seeds, or herb seeds, and bee seeds. Well, never seen that before.
Don't send us away.
Yes. Also, by the way, beggars are good. It doesn't sound like it, but having like from 500 to 1000. Shut the fuck up already. I'm trying to do a video. God damn it. Some people are rude. Why did I click on that building? Okay. Where was I? Yeah, you can only get a certain number of resources. Every different island has different resources available to you. Like, I needed to go on this island to get those herbs, so I can like. Basically, what you will need to do is you will need to start creating different plans. You will need to make plans for one ship to constantly send different resources to another island, just to please your population, so they can advance higher and give you more profit as well. Like you also have to consider the more you please your civilization, the more profit they will, the more taxes they will pay, and therefore the more income you will get, which is important. Like you need money to build stuff, and it can get quite complex. You can make 3 different ports. Like
a source of raw materials is almost
yeah, I need to make carpets for this piece of shit island, because they're greedy motherfuckers. Like the nomads, they want carpets, and in order to make carpets, you need to have both silk and indigo. You need to make both of these. And the thing was, I also needed to, because I already got quite advanced into the next level of civilization in my hometown, I needed to start making making books for a library, because they really wanted books for some reason. Like they have no other entertainment system really. Okay, was willst du? He doesn't want to make me do a video. He just wants me to pet him. It's adorable. Anyway, glasses. Oh, go fuck yourself. I've not seen this before. To be fair, this is the furthest I've ever. And you see how unpleasant they are again. Before they were fine. It's like, cause yeah, they were getting enough wine. Like, kind of. To be fair, trust me, it's hard to get wine. Like this island here, I'm only getting fair amount of grapes, and look how many fucking grape plants I have. Plantations. Like this shit's annoying. They take up so much space and give you so little. It's an annoying piece of shit. Oh yeah, one also thing to notice. Every island has like different mines. So there's like an iron mine. This is also iron. There's a stone deposit. Okay, this one only has iron and stone, but there's also stuff like there's like bear caves, Bear caves, they give you, what was it? Yeah, they give you fur. And the thing is, you never run out. Like, okay, you do run out, but you can always refill them up with money. It doesn't cost that much considering how much you're earning. Like, it won't be much of a big deal, really. There are brine mines in order to make salt out of those. There are ore mines in order to make iron. Oh wait, those are salt mines, so what the fuck? They were called brine at the very beginning. Maybe.
Let us keep the details
I don't know.
just between us.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. There are also coal mines, which can come in handy. Also in the Orient, that is coal. Here, for example, you have quartz, or quartz. No, quartz. It's such a weird name. It's kind of cool. You need that too in order to create mosaic. And something else. Because for some reason I needed to send it to my hometown, but I forgot why. But yeah, in terms of military aspect, because that is what you wanted to know in particular. Let me go into buildings, that will make it a bit easier. You can create weapons. You can create an army. You can, but it's not a major aspect though. Like, you don't have to do it if you do not want to. The thing is, if you go on the harder modes, where you start having enemies, you might want to consider getting those. Because you'll be attacked. But the main thing that you'll probably want... I have a hair in my mouth. Is... Wait, where is it? You want to make shipyards which actually have like firepower. Because not every ship has an attack. It's only a very few. Wait, why is this just standing there? Did I stop something? Wait. Ulysses. Which one is Ulysses? Wait, should it be this one? Oh, there's. Oh shit. Why? Why? I don't know why he stopped. Oh well, anyway. The thing is, building ships can get quite expensive. And you also need like 950 noblemen in order to like actually start being able to build them. And by the time you get there, you'll have spent like at least 10-15 hours. Oh, and it's handy, it like auto saves like every half an hour. You can change the time like to whatever that you want. It's actually quite a nice feature, to be honest. But yeah, you can create such ships. You can create a harbor defense tower, so you can make sure that no one attacks you. The thing is that there's no point for me here because I went into an easy mode because I just wanted to do like a campaign. It turns out it was just like a scenario, and the scenario basically was to achieve 150,000 gold to have earned. I needed that. I needed a population of 5,000 people in total. I have at this point 8,000, and I need 2,000 of them to be noblemen. That's kind of why it ended up being 8,000, because getting 2,000 noblemen is hard. Trust me, it's hard. Let's see, what else can you build? Because I'm not entirely familiar with the military aspect myself. I just usually check on what kind of buildings I can build. And let's see, I have a watchtower, fights enemy in its range. You can have it on the land, which is actually quite cool. Or like near the seashore. so it's like an extra defense. You can also have gates. However, you find that like useful to place. I have honestly no idea. Or you can build them on streets, as you can see here. Like this is like a little dirt road here, and I can have that here. That's actually quite cool. So you could like kind of you could build a wall like across here, like around, and then put that gate there in between, make like a road go through, so you can have it like quite nice. Let's see, large shipyard must be building codes and able to. Oh yeah, large warships. Is this a large shipyard? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, sweet. Totally unprofessional, but fuck that. You can also make a keep, and that is. Whew. Wait, why can I not build it here? I have enough resources, but why does it not allow me to build? Does it have to be built on something? Fights enemy in its range, enables you to create small, whatever, large. Fuck you. And trebuchet position. Like trebuchet position. Oh no, I don't have 15 what is it? Weapons. Yeah, I need 15 weapons in order to create that. So yeah, all the buildings are interlinked with each other. I don't know if I've explained this already, but it can get really fucking annoying. Like for example, these motherfuckers, they really want bread and beer. And the thing is, making these two can get really difficult. Because this is the hard part. Like, in order to make both of these, you need wheat. You need a lot of wheat. And you need to turn that wheat into flour in order to create bread. But you also need wheat together with what is it? Well, you need wheat together with herbs in order to create beer. So this is being divided into two different resources. So you will need a crap ton of wheat. You will need twice the amount of wheat than for any other resource that you would possibly need. Like, for example, in order to create lining garments, you only need to have hemp. Or weed. It honestly looks almost like weed. But then you're probably gonna say, no, you stupid Klaus, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, yeah, chill. I'm just like, it looks like weed, so I'm saying it's weed. So yeah, they'll get high and they'll make those, which is simple. But then it gets even more complicated, because then they will want fur coats when you get into the noblemen. And in order to make fur coats, let's see, you will need. It must be built on a river, so like on one of these things. Wait, in order maybe to clarify this a bit better, is there a river here? No. Oh, what's here? Ah, yeah, on these things, like these little rocky things. You cannot build them in between. You must have like these little spots, otherwise you can't build it anywhere else. But yeah, it needs to be built on a river. It requires fur and salt. So if you've been already like through these, you're already like probably producing salt, getting from a salt mine. And in order to create salt, you need to have coal and brine. Ah, there we go. That is the salt mine. And what the fuck is the brine? I do not get it. I forgot. But yeah, coal, brine. Yeah, you need that shit. I swear that mine was called the brine mine, but okay, whatever, fuck it. Wait, there we go. Yeah, brine deposit. And from that, you get the salt. It's so weird. Like, yeah, it interacts with it as well. Yeah, okay, that's alright, alright. And yeah, you need salt and fur, and if you have already salt, but you need to have fur, you need to get the fur. You need to build it near a bear cave, like I did up here. And I will just hunt down those bears. You can even like zoom in and see that guy just dragging that poor bear. It's just like, at first it's very weird animation, like really defying physics, and then it does it normally. Oh yeah. Yeah, here you need water supplies, and you always need to refuel them. It can get quite annoying. And the thing is, you cannot get super or like large Norias until like you get envoys, which, to be fair, only cover a bit more. Okay, not just a bit. No, that's actually quite a lot. Yeah, a lot more than compared to these. But yeah, I mean, you won't have them available until much later, so you don't really have another choice. But yeah, wait, let's see. What was the last thing that I said? Yeah. You'll start creating those things. And the thing is, production will be slow at the start, so you need to create a few of them, because your population is already so big, and it's only getting bigger, so you need to make a crap ton of them. And so far, I've inhabited 5 different islands. One here, one there, and there. 3 of them are only for resources, which are the small islands, because I didn't even bother this. Building a civilization there is just too small. Here I started building a small civilization, and really bother going much further because I was scared of these fuckers just burning down my city. Probably because it's in easy mode, it's not doing that. Yeah, let's see. Are there any other?
Everyone at court is relying on your skills.
Yeah. Okay, this is at least an easier quest. You accept the different quests. They usually take like about 21 minutes, so you have a fair amount of time. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that's a lot. And it tells you on the map where you need to go to in order to collect everything. Oh. Okay, I need to get rid of these first. Although crates, I have 20 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, if you do those quests, you pay. What they give you in return is sometimes they give you resources, like I have here. That was provisions. And these provisions are really only like for army stuff. So if they get injured in battle, I think it was, they can like they can heal themselves up a bit. So it can be useful in battle. Oops. Let's see, where are the crates? You can just hover over the face again, over the quest, and just see where it is on the map. At the bottom left here, and you can just easily pick it up. Makes it nice and easy. Also, another cool feature that I legitimately just found out a little while ago, like a few minutes ago, is if you press F11, you get some extra options here. But I've only played with these 2 options. Like, you can slow the game down big time. It might look like it's lagging, but they're actually still moving in really slow motion. Then you just click this once to have it on normal speed, and you can click it again to have it double the speed.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
But I never played with double the speed, I only played normal speed. Then there's also the F1 thing. You can change the perspective of how you look. You can just press F1 again or escape, and then your camera is basically set that way. It looks a bit weird on the minimap, actually, now that I notice. It looks really weird. But it gives you like a different perspective of the town, and this can be useful when you need to like search certain people in your city.
Production has been disrupted.
Because sometimes you need to find spies that snuck into your city, because they can do like pretty bad shit. So you can get like this top eye view, which can be pretty handy. Like they'll be surrounded with like this blue outline, so that's kind of how you can pick them out. That's one way to do it. Another way is to click on the marketplace so that it becomes green. Then it might be easier to pick out the blue in it. Otherwise you would only have like all these different colors and it can get a bit tricky. Like I sometimes don't make it because it's just like, what the fuck. Let me see. Wait, no. More here. Almost. Ah! There we go. That's more or less the way it was. And yeah, okay, trust me, it looks laggy, but that's only because I'm like really moving the screen. The game itself is not really lagging that much. Probably just because I'm on a laptop, it's just a bit staggery. When you're on water, it's a bit better. Other than that, yeah, you basically, the way to actually get a new island is to build another dock. So you basically just need to get like a ship and make sure they have some wood and not stone, but thingy, what's it called?
Salam alaikum. This is an honor, as always.
This thing. Wooden tools. You need wooden tools. And it will cost... I don't know how much it will cost. I need to try... I don't want to try that out. Fuck that. It doesn't cost much, basically. You'll just dock on a coastline. And you can only build like one of these docks per coastline. So you cannot like go here and build another dock. In order to like make transactions here, you need to, let's see, what was it? Was it this? Must provide mooring for ships to exchange goods. Yeah, you need to build a pier. Never mind, that's not it. Which one was it? Repair crane? No. Small shipyard. Trading? No. I'd have had it here somewhere. Right, I have it here. Harbor's Master's Office. Where's that then? That's a large shipyard. Is it not here? No. Is it this one? No, can't be. Great small storehouse? No. Well, fuck me, I don't know where the fuck it is right now. It's somewhere there. Otherwise I would not have been able to build this. Harvest Master's Office? No, fuck this, where is this?
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
It's a large shipyard. There's that. Small shipyard. Repair crane. Small storehouse. Harvest Master's Office. There we go. You can just build it here. Or to make things easier. You can build it here. Yeah. It comes in very handy. Because especially when you make those routes. Like I have like my main one. My main dock was here, and it would mean I wouldn't have to make my ship go from point 1 to point 2 all the way to point 3 up here, which has like this really stupid path. So rather than it going all the way here and then going back here and then there again, I can just build one here. Or I could have done that here, but fuck that. Because logic, am I right? And yeah, it's just to make things easier. You just need to make sure, because when you add a warehouse and you like click gold for it, it will basically just choose the main one, the first one. So what you can do is you can just like think you can left click to add another one, right click to get rid of it. And the thing is, you need to be wary, because if you right click on it, these things will go away, like the job that you gave it to like unloads the indigo. At that point, you will just when you select this, you need to re-enter it. So just be aware of that.
Production has been disrupted.
You've got a good deal there.
Other than that,
Production
yeah,
has been
you can have allies, you can have enemies. This one I don't have enemies. There can be some real bitch-ass enemies though, so be aware of that. Oh yeah, there's also gold somewhere on one of these islands. I remember seeing that. What was it? Oh yeah, you can get copper. Ah, there we go, gold and copper. I didn't get to try to mine those yet, so I don't know how far you have to get in order to start mining those. But as you can see, I already have such a huge population. But okay, no, I would probably have to do it with these guys. I would need to like satisfy all their needs,
Building project are
and
you
maybe like
planning?
on the 5th or 6th level I can probably mine it. Because yeah, it will only show 2 for now, but as I please the envoys and whatever comes after more, they will also give me more. Because at the start I was only having large Noria, coffee plantation, and the coffee making thing, and like the square thing, which is a bit of a settlement, and maybe the Oriental statue. I definitely didn't have these 2 yet, but only after I like started satisfying them a bit more with stuff. So like with coffee, they started wanting this as well. So then it was added. It wasn't added beforehand. But yeah. Let's see, am I able to show you like a kind of a list of what kind of resources you will need? Maybe with this. In terms of resources, there's a fair amount. There's like cider, there's like hemp, which is also known as weed. You need wood, fish, crop thingy, cows. You need coal. You need a pig farm. You need a trapper's lodge. You need a paper mill, which also needs to build up by a river, by the way. You need a stone mine. You need an ore mine. You need a salt mine. You can also have a coal mine, but that is optional. But that overall is much easier than like taking up large amount of space, because this thing just requires a large area with just like forest, and to turn that into coal basically. You need a weaver's hut. You need to make tools so you do not run out. You need to make flour, bread, beer, more clothes, an iron smelter in order to create those fucking tools. You need ropes for ships, salt, butcher's shop, barrel corporage. You need the barrel in order to make wine, which is annoying. You need a furrier's workshop to make fur coats, forest glass works, which then turns into a glass smelter, and you get glass from it. And yeah, a lot of buildings are going to require glass as soon as you get like the 3rd level of civilization. And there's also a printing house, and there's still a lot more, because I just saw now like glasses. Fuck me. And they're just like being greedy about wine. Let's see. What about glasses? What does this need? Requires brass and quartz. Ah, no, I can build a copper mine. Okay. I see. Yeah, okay. Now I can build copper mines. So yeah, maybe soon after that. Oh, copper smelter. So yeah, as you see, I need this and this to make this. Oh, and of course I need quartz. This thing. Yeah, that thing. So it can get annoying, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I really like it. It will eat away your time, so beware. Oh yeah, one more tip to just finish this off. If once you start with just the dock, you won't have that much storage on your island. You will only start with like 40 storage, I believe. And the thing is, you will want to increase it, of course. And the way to increase it is to build those small market buildings. They will first look like this, and then once you start upgrading them a bit more, I can actually show you now because I don't give a fuck about this. They will start looking like this, and then you can upgrade it once, and it will start looking like this, and then you can upgrade it twice, and it will look like that. Don't create too many of these though, because maintenance costs. Just saying. I just want to finish this right now, and then I'm happy. Usually, what sometimes tends to happen, one of your allies might just give you a boat for free, and it will possibly have firepower, so you can use it on quests where you need to like sink ships and provide the evidence to them that you sunk it. Basically, it will just like drop a crate like here, and then you just go to their harbor. You'll hear that message a lot. You don't really have to pay that much attention to it. It will always happen. They will only stop because your storage is full. But yeah, in order to get them actually into the storage, you need those market buildings. So yeah, that's basically Anno 1404 Venice, or Venice. And one more thing, don't bother about like beautifies the settlements. That's like, it's just bullshit, just a waste of resources. Unless you really want to do it, then go ahead, knock yourself out. But other than that, no need. It doesn't help you in any way. So have fun at playing this game, but beware of playing too much. It will take a lot of time.